Hello, it's David O'Loughlin, the Mayor of the City of Prospect. Welcome to Studio Prospect, as we do after every council meeting and in advance of the video which goes up online where you can see the full council meeting. This is a 2 or 3 minute snapshot of what we got up to in the August council meeting for 2016. A few reports tonight dealing with a wide range of matters, as we love to do in local government. I'll run through them quickly. The first item was the report on the CEO's performance review, in particular the probation period for our new CEO, Kate Atkinson, is about to finish. So Council has done a review of Kate's performance, very satisfied with her performance and delighted to announce that we will be going beyond the probation and she will fulfil her contractual terms. So that's been a very important period for both her and us, and the City of Prospect strides to new strengths with Kate at the helm, and congratulations Kate for being retained. Move now to the Prospect Petanque Club application for a slight extension to their licence conditions, including Tuesdays. We have granted our part of that. Network Prospect, one of our great initiatives over the last 12 months, bringing together our local small businesses and medium-sized businesses across a networking platform. Google it, Network Prospect. There are annual reports there for people to look at. Some great progress being made in that area. A very important item that many of you are concerned about, the appearance, the aesthetics, the quality, and many other issues associated with the medium to high density developments on Churchill Road and Prospect Road, and hopefully soon on Main North Road. We've been invited to improve the development plan framework for those corridors, and we passed a very important paper tonight called the Statement of Intent for what we want to do with those corridors in terms of what the investigations are to improve the development plan. That will go off to the Minister now for the Minister's consent, and then we'll start an investigation. So please keep your eyes and ears open for the next steps in that really important process. Our fourth budget review was approved tonight. That is the final review for the 15-16 financial year. Delighted to announce that we ended up with a surplus of over $100,000, which doesn't sound a lot in a $20 million budget, except I'd like to remind you that we started off with a deficit of around $400,000 in association with the undergrounding of Prospect Road and the requirement to write off all of the undergrounding costs in 1 year, unlike all our other road projects where we can amortise it over several years. So we've had a huge turnaround in our financial result this year, and that's on top of the federal government not providing their grants in a timely manner. So we actually have had a turnaround of several $100,000. So very good budgeting on behalf of your elected members and the staff that we employ, and we're delighted to announce that we've ended up in surplus despite those setbacks. Had a good discussion about Memorial Gardens traffic speeds, and we'll bring something back to the next council meeting to provide a higher level of pedestrian amenity on Menzies Crescent at Memorial Gardens. And we've got some great motions, 7 to go to the next Local Government Association AGM. Please look at the agenda papers for those. In particular, we want the LGA to help us work out how councils can form treaties with local Aboriginal language groups. So here, we're on the land of the Kaurna people. How could we, if we wanted to, form a treaty with the Kaurna people that's meaningful to our community? That's one of our motions. We have others, one to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of the election of Grace Benny to local government down in the city of Brighton way back in 1919. The first woman elected to local government, more importantly, the first woman elected to government of any level in the country right here in Brighton, and we think that's worth celebrating. So we're going to ask the LGA to get that together. And one of the other ones was about increasing female representation. Across local government, it's only 29%, and yet 51% of our population are women. So we've really got to get our act together. We've spent a lot of effort over many years to get to where we are now, but we are nowhere near 51%. So if you're a female watching this right now and you're thinking of running for local government, or even thinking about your community, we want you to run for council in 2018. So come and see me or anybody else here as to how to do that and how to do it successfully. We reviewed the delegations for the Eastern Health Authority, who look after all of our public health opportunities. We set up opportunities for a couple of councillors, including myself, to go to a conference in Launceston about towns and communities. Really important for us to keep learning about what is the best about how to have a successful community and city in this century. And we had a good discussion about connecting Prospect Oval to Main North Road through the Clayton Church Homes site, and a modest project there to join up with Clayton Church Homes to beautify that entranceway where we have a right of way in that location and create a presence for Prospect Oval right on Main North Road. It's a bit invisible at the moment. And finally, we've got a couple of circulars out from the Local Government Association relating to matters that matter deeply to us. One of them is increasing our targets for employing disabled people in the sector, and secondly is how to assist in the area of domestic violence, one we all agree we would not want to have to do anything with, but it is a reality. And so what's local government's role? In fact, what's our city's role? So some great feedback there for the CEO to put a submission in on our behalf to the LGA to form a policy platform across local government. That's pretty much all for tonight. A fair bit in the agenda, I'm sure you'll agree. If you wish to watch the whole of proceedings, please tune in to the video, which should be up in 2 or 3 days' time. And that's all for me. Bye for now. Have a great month. Bye.